Raldo Energy. Today is the 19th of April 2018. Extraordinary chapter. On your journey through life, make sure your biography has at least one extraordinary chapter. How was my day yesterday? I woke up really early. I also have my evening routine streak now, which means I'm specifically training myself to go to bed early and do the things in the evening like journaling to the extent that I initially planned. Then something else that I did throughout the day, or for quite a long time actually, is I had co-focus sessions together with Luca outdoor. And so we changed between outdoor and indoor, which means that I had a timer and we were both working on something that was dear to us individually. And then after 25 minutes, I would say, okay, let's get up and shake it up a bit and then go back to work. And offered some drinks, by the way, lemon water that I'm drinking. I have a can right next to me so that I can refill at any time. And since I'm on a regimen where I eat exactly twice a day and not anymore in between, I used to also have many breaks in between. Drinking water for me is also somewhat of a replacement for the original habit of trying to grab something to refill or I don't know, something like a mini reward, I guess. So this is what I do right now. My breaks, drink something, get up and stretch. Anyway, so later on, I worked on the back end for the co-op quests. And also when I was outside, I was drawing these scribbles of how I want the data model to be like and why, and how to save the progress of my dear legends with respect to all of these quests. And that is something I spent quite some time, and then later on I went into implementing that thing, and I'm quite happy with the result. Now the next challenge for me is to go into the front end and then bridge the gap. But I'm not, this is something that I will be doing today. So what else happened yesterday? In the evening, I had a coalition game event. Oh, and before that, when Corinna came home, I was out in the park talking to a girl, and she was reading a book from the self-help industry world. It was a personal development related book from Mark, which is don't give an F star. And she was reading this book, and that attracted my attention because I really like personal development. So I went there and started talking to her while eating my meal. And this is when, after some time, Corinna also jumped in, and because she came back home from her trip to Köln, and she was super wary, and I don't know, somehow like protective even is I think the word that you used in terms of finding out who this girl is, what she's doing, why I'm talking to her. Anyway, that was a weird scenario for me because I do know this from like going to dancing evenings or stuff like that, and also how the whole dynamic is right now. I found that to be a bit weird, but also very nice at the same time. And then we went together to the game event, and we met Xavier, and we talked a bit of French, and also Corinna was kind enough to explain the college app or concept, more the app, I guess, in French to him as a challenge or adventure. And that was cool for me to witness, and also to get my brain wrapped around French again. It's been quite a while that I've been spending time with that language, because I really avoided it for a long part after having like a good proficiency back in school. And then I really thought, okay, I really like Spanish, so I want to focus on Spanish, not to confuse myself with different languages for that moment. I'm getting off track here, so that was a nice evening. What am I going to focus on for today? For one, I want to continue my evening streak, and I want to keep that in my focus and revisit that whenever I look at my agenda. The second thing is I want to continue the next version of the co-app, which for me means integrating spending time to get the new front end for the quests working, and also then after that getting into the back end for habits. And thirdly, I want to spend a bit of time. The rule here would be, or the guideline here is to be minimum 1 session for the CoLegend website, which is for me relatively straightforward. I want to include the new pricing model scheme into the website so that people are not confused anymore when it comes to the future and what it actually what is involved. So what is included for free and what for premium users. And that's it for my day. And I wish you a legendary day. As always, if you have feedback, I'd love to hear it. I hope to see you soon. Have a good